Hey, my friends, I am ecstatic today to be able to share with you a reason my life has improved. My energy, my sleeping patterns, my weight loss. And just for you listeners and amazing friends of mine, you're also going to get a special offer on how to improve your quality of life. And how are we going to do that with none other than Suzi Sands, founder of Aviva Woman, is going to give us the 411 on how to improve our lives. So Suzi, tell us about what inspired you to start Aviva Woman.
Well, Aviva Woman started from a personal place. I noticed there was a gap in women's health. I look out there and I see testosterone clinics for men, sports clinics for men, but what's out there to help women feel their best, especially after childbirth? Mm-hmm. You go back to your postnatal visit, you're waiting in the waiting room, and I'm not disparaging doctors. It's incredible that they can do your prenatal visit, deliver a baby, come back and do your all in one day. But you're sitting there in your waiting room, and then you get in and go see the doctor, and it's a 7-minute, how you're doing, yep, you look good, stitches are fine, whatever, and you're out. Oh my gosh, there's so many other questions, and I didn't get any answers. I didn't know that I was gonna feel, overwhelmed after having a baby. I wasn't expecting these types of symptoms to continue to occur. Intimacy, energy levels, overwhelmed. I have no desire to do the things that I love to do. Why aren't doctors talking about this? So I started doing some research, and here we are, Aviva Woman.
All right, so for those of my friends listening and they're experiencing symptoms of lack of intimacy, exhausted, not feeling like themselves, putting on their big girl pants and they don't fit, what can they do?
Yeah, so often it can be really as simple as maybe it's a hormone imbalance. So going through the questionnaire, we have a questionnaire on our website that's very informative that do I feel fatigue? Am I having difficulty sleeping? Do I have low or no libido? These are all important things that women need to be addressed so that we can handle our daily activities as our best self.
I love that. We always want to be our best self, right? And it's hard when you have that challenge,
especially now,
underlying that you don't even know about.
Right.
And that was my story. Like, I had no idea my hormones were off. Suzi, what is the first step?
First step would be go to our website, avivawoman.com, and there will be a body balance survey. Fill that out. It gets sent over to our office, and we're able to review the questions that you filled out and give you a call, answer your questions further. And if you're wanting to investigate deeper into what's going on in your body, we'll order a comprehensive panel of blood work. It's amazing. Most providers aren't doing this thorough of a dive into your body. We'll go from hormones, thyroid, vitamins, other nutrients that your body should be producing to investigate if there's areas of optimization to help you feel your best.
Wow, that's amazing. And from my experience, that knowledge is power.
It is.
It completely changed how I thought about my life, myself, mm-hmm. and it made sense to why am I feeling these things? And you guys empowered me by the knowledge from my own body, my own blood. And it was really fast and easy. So for those of you who might be leery, like, ooh, I don't know if I want to go get that done, it's really easy. You go into a lab, you get one poke, and they do all the blood work that they need. And then about what's the turnaround time?
Just depending on the particular test, it could take up to a week. Once the lab results are finished, they get faxed over to us. We give you a call, say, hey, your lab results are in. We're ready to schedule this initial evaluation, which really our primary goal, and I'm so glad you said empowered, because that is at the heart of everything that we try to do here at Aviva Woman, is empower our guests when they come in with the education that they need to make best decisions for their health outcome.
Absolutely, because I didn't know what level my hormones should be at. So when I got a call back from my gynecologist nurse telling me, oh, this is what your progesterone 2 point whatever, what does that mean? I had no clue. And then they asked what I wanted to do, and I'm just like, I had no idea. Yeah, and when I came here and I sat on your guys' couch in this amazing place, you guys held my hand and explained to me, social distancing now, figuratively, held my hand and walked me through why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, because of these are the levels, this is what they should be at, and gave me realistic goals and seriously empowered me and changed my life. And I've lost 30 pounds.
Awesome.
And my energy is up, and I completely feel like myself. I know you've probably seen that story over and over here by client after client. So I am so excited for those listening to be able to come in and be empowered by their own body's information.
Absolutely. And that is, at a minimum, whatever you decide to do, we'll create a treatment plan that fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your comfort level. And regardless of what you decide to do, you're going to walk out of the door with a thorough understanding of your body, more empowered, more educated to make decisions like, what supplements should I get? Now I know exactly what my body's lacking and how to purchase. So even from a supplement standpoint, you'll know exactly what you need to be getting.
I think it's too, being a mom, you're inundated with so many things and bombarded with so much advertisement, and it's like, oh, should I buy into this or should I buy into that? But what sold me here was that it's buying into myself. I'm buying into what my body is low on, what my body needs. And that's what people will get here, is this customized, complete care that will help them in every aspect of their life. I know my kids were a lot happier after I was, getting answers and then getting treatment here.
Kamille, that is my personal story too. So of course I do the hormone therapy and balancing as well. And really, after I had my last child, I could not get over the postpartum. It hit me harder. Maybe it was because I was older. I'm not sure. I had 3 other kids at home, but I had a harder time overcoming the postpartum aspect of my last child. I don't know if it was depression. I wouldn't say I was depressed. I love my kids. I love being a mother. I just got so overwhelmed. And it was one day I was doing the dishes and I was talking to my daughter, and she just was looking at me like a deer in a headlight. I was like, what have I become? We're just doing the dishes here. And I'm like, mean mom, or someone unrecognizable to myself.
Yeah. And everybody listening can relate to that. Every mom listening can relate to that.
So I did. I got the comprehensive panel done. I was low in a lot of the hormone levels, and a few vitamin D was like non-existent. So there was a few areas that I could definitely improve on. And as I got back into the program, I was like powering through my day. I used to want to take a nap, or I'd fall asleep in the car on the way home from school, and I'd like tell the kids, go in the house, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a couple minutes in the car.
Seriously, that's my secret too. I get in the garage and they're like, hey, go inside, I'll be right in.
Yeah, you guys go, I'll be there. Lock the door.
Shut the door. Seriously, 15 minutes of succulent silence.
Oh my gosh. And then I'd get up and, okay, let's do dinner. I'm groggy and just still tired. After a few weeks of having my hormones optimized, I was like blown away. I literally stopped in my track and was thinking, oh my gosh, I just got up, powered through the day. I'm getting ready to put the kids to bed, and I haven't wanted to take that afternoon nap. I felt so good.
So amazing.
And my kids were laughing with me again, and I was smiling more. It's like, gosh, this is Suzi. It's me. That. I'm back. Here I am. Let's go, world.
So if people want to bring it back, this is the place to come.
Yeah, I agree.
You have told me that people come in with also their partner or their spouse. Can you kind of give us a little bit of info on that?
I love when couples come in together. It's so wonderful. So they'll come in, they're a little hesitant, and this is very common, but it's the cutest. It's just so sweet. So their first visit, they're coming in, they're kind of sitting further apart. They're concerned. She's had like zero desire to be intimate. She feels guilty that he's feeling rejected. He just wants her to feel good again. They get going through the system and our program, and then the next time they come in, they're like just hugging and touching each other's knee like high schoolers. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, it's so sweet. And that happens time and time again. And pretty soon, and this is actually common as well, the husband will call it back and say, you know, my wife is just on this amazing level. I want to get there. Could I have a hormone imbalance too? Is it possible for me to do the lab work? Of course, anyone can do this comprehensive lab work. We'll give him the same care and treatment that we offered her, but now both members of the couple are feeling optimized and their intimacy and connection is like sparked all over again.
Wow. That's so, who doesn't want that in their life? That's so amazing.
So important. It's the basic unit of society is the relationship, you know? That. From there comes the family. So making sure that intimacy is at the forefront of your relationship is just a beautiful thing.
And when you're feeling good about that, it only spills over into so many other aspects of your life.
If your partner, if your soulmate, your man, if you guys are on a good page together, you can accomplish anything that the day throws at you.
What other results have your guests discovered?
Well, sleep is one of them. Sleep is important for everything. You cannot function without it. Recently, a woman called and told me, as recent as yesterday, was like, Suzi, I have to tell you something fantastic. I have used Ambien as a sleep aid for a decade. And 3 months ago when I started progesterone, I forgot to take my Ambien. I haven't taken it since. I've been sleeping like a baby without it, just on my progesterone, and I'm waking up feeling way better than I ever did when I took my Ambien. Boom! Progesterone, ladies, it's fantastic. Not only does it help with anxiety, it's going to help you get a much more rested sleep.
That's incredible. The
deep restorative sleep that, by the way, Ambien doesn't help. Progesterone will get you in that restorative sleep. You're going to wake up. It's good for your skin. It's good for other lady parts. It's just a great hormone to check to see if you might be a candidate for.
And they'll find that out when they get that
comprehensive panel. Yes. Another great result that women have experienced, well, men as well, is we get a lot of athletes that come into our clinic. They, at a certain point in life, they start noticing like, I'm doing the same workout, but I just feel so sleepy after. My body's hurting, I'm aching. They get their hormones optimized, and they're able to perform what they were doing when they were 20 and 30, and that's great.
So incredible.
For our athletic performers out there, hormone optimization is crucial for joints and muscle tone. It helps give them the endurance they need to continue through their races or whatever endurance strength that they need.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So how soon can people see results?
That's a good question, and it's on a scale. Some women are like, and this is usually women who have had hot flashes. It's a more noticeable symptom, but they'll be like 72 hours after their initial placement. They're like, no more hot flashes. I wish I would have come and seen you guys 2 years ago. This is amazing. Wow. I would say most of us are in the 2 to 6 week range. 2 to 4 weeks for women, 4 to 6 weeks for men, they start noticing improvements. It'll be gradual. Like my experience that I was mentioning before, I didn't notice it overnight, boom, I have energy. It was like continuing about my weeks, and then suddenly, whoa, I'm not needing my power nap anymore. But it was more of a gradual improvement. And I think that's what we're hoping to achieve. A slow, gradual, and then consistent experience.
I love that. You guys are incredible. I love that it can help hold and walk through your hand through all stages and ages. So can you kind of walk us through your age range of clients you see?
That's a great question. Women are used to hormone fluctuations. As soon as the onset of puberty, we're just used to these monthly cycles. But we do help women in their early 20s and I would say 18 and up who have experience of very challenging menstrual cycles. PCOS is no joke. If you're a woman that's dealing with it, it could be a legitimate PCOS. It could also be dehydration. The best way to understand if a woman is dealing with those very challenging cycles is getting that comprehensive panel of blood work. And then, of course, hearing her symptoms and fixing or helping to alter the cycle of her hormones can just she'll just breeze right on through those periods. So for the younger audience out there, if you are dealing with very challenging hormone cycles, stop dealing with it. Give us a call. let's do the comprehensive panel of blood work, and we'll see if we'll investigate and see if there's some imbalances there that we can help improve. Oh, this reminds me of another success experience or result that women can expect. Is this woman called in, and most things in her life were good. She wasn't struggling with hot flashes. She wasn't feeling fatigue. She's pretty active. She just didn't quite have the desire to be intimate. She wanted to. And what it came down to was she had pretty low testosterone, which also affects moods. But once we got that optimized, she's like, man, we're going on vacation every other weekend. I'm like, this is wonderful. She felt that desire again. Her husband loves it. In fact, he actually is one of the couples that called in and said, oh dear, my wife's at this awesome level. You need to get me there. What can I do? Well, let's get you optimized, sir. And that's what we did. So we don't have a one-size-fits-all approach here. It is very customized and tailored to each individual. Because we're all different, we're not trying to fit a person into a pegged hole or whatever. We're really trying to create something that is special just to you because you're different from me and you're going to have a different response. So what we try to do is listen to your symptoms. There's a lot of listening and a lot of feedback. We use the labs as a guide. Here's where there's some optimization that can take place, but that's also going to be on a scale for someone. So building that relationship long-term is also a crucial, not only a primary goal, but crucial to the success and outcome of your program. As we develop that relationship, we're getting feedback from you. We're being able to fine-tune and make improvements all along the way. And then, as life changes take place, like a loss of a loved one or a surgery, your hormones are going to feel depleted as well. Since we've established that relationship, we know exactly how to help keep you able to go through those challenges in life or a high stressful situation or whatever it might be. And then, long term, when women start turning 50, 60, they're heading into menopause and postmenopause, we continue that relationship. We adjust those changes as your body needs all along the way.
That's great. So you guys are like your magic, personalized, customized hormone.
We just want to take care of you, make you feel your best again.
And I love it because when I called in, you guys called me back and used my first name. You followed up, you followed through. For me, I wasn't just a number here. I wasn't just somebody a nurse needed to call to report back results. I was an actual person that you guys care about. And that for me was priceless. Then I saved your contact in my phone. And so Aviva is like right at the top of my contact list. Good. I know if I am changing in my hormones or emotions and I can't quite navigate the reason why, call them.
Absolutely. There is no such thing as TMI at Aviva Woman. We want all the information. It's all helpful. This is the place to talk about it and find relief.
A safe place to talk about it that's going to give you educated answers and empower you to help change your life.
Absolutely.
Because you guys they have changed mine.
Yay, get optimized. Woo!
What is the offer for my special friends?
Well, they're going to call the office and say, hey, I listened to Kamille's podcast, or I saw this video. She said there was an offer. So make sure that you tell us that you are coming from Kamille's audience. And then we're going to give you $50 off that comprehensive panel of blood work, which really is a crucial and first step to investigating what's going on.
Are you guys sick and tired of being sick and tired? Then this is the place for you. It has helped change my life, and I am excited for you guys to hop on this special offer and help it change your life too.